What's going on? It's Connor from the Dolphins Dive, and today's preview day. Now, I know the Dolphins are on a bit of a lull. What is it, a four-game losing streak now? So it hasn't been pretty, but we're hoping to bounce back this Sunday against the Patriots. Before I get into today's preview video, I'm just going to do a little plug to my shop, thedolphinsdive.com. You can get Mike McDaniel McLovin merch like this on shirts, sweatshirts, Tua stuff, Javon Holland stuff, Waddle stuff. And we're continuously trying to come up with more ideas. So I'd appreciate it if you checked it out if you're interested. Without further ado, I'm going to hop right into the preview. You know how we start, Dolphins offense versus Patriots defense. So this is going to be I don't even know. Both sides of the ball are the strength. So our strength is our offense. The Patriots' strength is their defense. And both of each team's weakness is our defense and their offense. So it's kind of going to be interesting to see how that plays out. So the Dolphins offense is ranked 9th in points per game. The Patriots defense is 5th. Dolphins are 2nd passing yards per game. Patriots are 4th. Dolphins are 27th in rushing yards per game, and the Patriots are 9th in rushing yards allowed. So the Dolphins are going to have the advantage in the passing. Based off the numbers, the Patriots will have advantage in the run. But who knows? Maybe they're like, we're good at stopping the run. Let's put an extra nickel defender, or basically let's play a lighter set of defense, and that might be somewhere where the Dolphins look to run the ball. And that's kind of starts with our offensive keys of the game. My number one is run the ball, especially with Teddy Bridgewater at quarterback with Tua being concussed. You have to establish to run, shorten the game, make it easier to just extend drives, pick up first downs. And there's been a lot of knock on McDaniel for not running the ball as much, and that's deserved, right? But there are certainly some instances where we'll pop off a couple big runs, but then it's like first down run, 1 yard, second down run, 2 yards, and it's 3rd and 7. So it's like you kind of understand what he's doing. But yes, there's certainly some instances where he just needs to trust in the ground game a little more. But with that said, there are some moments where you understand why we haven't been able to rely on it all season. Number 2, no turnovers. This is going to be a close game down to the wire. Patriots are one of those teams that like to play good defense and run the football. Those guys can win in any single game if you let them. So if you don't turn the ball over, you lessen their chances that they're going to win. Especially with their offenses not being as good either. If you give them an extra possession, it could come back to bite you. And last but not least, quick passing, play action pass, safe deep shots. Kind of what we've been doing all season, but especially with Teddy in, you don't want to have any like long developing routes that are going to take too long and risk strip sacks or who knows what might happen. And Teddy's a good player, right? I just feel like we've only seen like a half of Teddy, to be fair. But with that said, I feel like we all know that Tua is probably the best guy for this offense in terms of who we currently have. So hopefully Teddy does a good job. I'm pulling for him. There's weird debate on Dolphins Twitter. Like, people are just weird. But hope Teddy does well. Hope Tua comes back when he is medically cleared and he chooses that he's ready to play. Whether that be next week, whether that be a potential playoff game, whether that be next season, whether he retires, whatever. When he gets medically cleared, it is up to Tua Tagovailoa when he wants to come back. It's a huge debate, but it's up to the player, the person. Obviously, as a fan of him and the team, I'd like to see him back sooner than later. But like I said, as long as that's his decision. So maybe so the Dolphins clinch the playoffs if we win this game and the Jets lose. Otherwise, we have to win out. So we play the Jets next week. So we're pulling for the Seahawks as well. I just want to make that clear. Players to watch for the Patriots defense. I actually have a lot of players here. And the Patriots defense doesn't necessarily have stars, but they have a lot of great role players. Like don't know if I've written this many names down on a players to watch list. So I'm just going to go through it. Matt Judon, that's without further ado. He's their star. I think leads the league in sacks, or maybe it's Nick Bosa, but I know there was certainly a point where he led the league in sacks. Absolute beast. We've seen him for the past couple years in division. He's a stud. Josh Uche, who's kind of more of like a situational pass rusher for them. He doesn't play every down, but I didn't realize he's got like 10.5 sacks or something like that. He's had a very good season. Juwan Bentley in the middle of the field for them has actually been a stud. Just all around very good player. Kyle Duggar, one of their strong safeties. We saw him in our game. He was all over the field the entire game, making plays left and right. Adrian Phillips, another one of their situational safeties. They play a lot of multiple safety sets as well as just rotating their safeties in and out. The only one that plays like every down is basically Devin McCourty, who's the next guy on this list. He's an absolute legend. I know we hate Patriots, but he's just one of those guys I really appreciate and like. Obviously, brother to Jason McCourty, who was a Dolphin. He's just a very good dude. You see all the good like philanthropic work. That's not the word. I'm stupid. It is what it is. But he's just a great dude. He's had a phenomenal career. I think he's a borderline Hall of Famer, but ignore that conversation. The last two people on this list, Jack Jones and Jonathan Jones, they're two corners, absolute studs. Jack Jones is I don't know if he was a 7th round rookie. He was a late pick. He's absolutely balled out for them. So now Patriots offense versus our defense. Patriots offense is 16th in points per game. Dolphins defense is 27th. Patriots are 21st in passing yards per game. Dolphins are 28th. Patriots 22nd in rushing yards per game, which is worse than they're usually. I think it's just due to offensive line play. Dolphins are 10th in rushing yards allowed. So the first defensive key of the game is to stop the run. If the Patriots can run the ball on you all game, they're going to do that. They just hasn't had as much success, and primarily I think due to offensive line play. But they do still have some stud offensive linemen. Michael Onwenu, Trent Brown's still there. David Andrews, the center. I don't know if Trent Brown's hurt, but I know David Andrews and Onwenu are absolute studs. So stop the run. Don't let them, because like I said, if they can beat you with their run, they're going to do it. Second key of the game, need a turnover, because this game is going to be too close. Just the Patriots are too good of a team, and especially for how the Dolphins have been playing, this game's going to be a close game, and it's going to be one of those big explosive plays that's going to decide this game, either side of the ball, whether it be a pick six, a strip sack. We've had a good history of strip sacking Mac Jones in the past couple seasons, or at least making explosive play. We had the strip sack week 1. We had the pick six Xavier Howard week 17 last year, or 18. So we need a big play defensively to help decide this outcome, just because, like I said, I feel like Patriots are too good. We're too close is what I mean. So we need a big defensive play to kind of help pull this game in our favor. And then rally and tackle. The Patriots, aside from a couple guys, they're not very explosive. They have Tyquan Thornton, the rookie, who's an absolute speedster. But aside from that, they have like Devontae Parker. Aguilar's pretty quick. They have Jacoby Myers. But like none of those guys are going to absolutely just cook you. They don't have a Jalen Waddle kind of guy, Tyreek Hill kind of guy. So just rally and tackle. It's just as simple as that. Don't let them make big plays that shouldn't have been made, because they're not explosive enough to really provide that alone. Obviously, Damian Harris is a stud running back, as well as Ramondre Stevenson. And they more win with power, but I don't think the receivers should be getting much yards after the catch just based off of their skill set. Players to watch, I genuinely only put Ramondre Stevenson. He's been an absolute beast for them. I would also, like I said, mention David Andrews, Michael Onwenu. It's just harder to watch the trenches while the game's going on, as well as like specifically those positions. But they do have some good offensive linemen as well. And like I said, they have Devontae Parker, who, as Dolphins fans, we know he's good for a jump ball here and there. Jacoby Myers has been a good guy for them. Hopefully he laterals it to our defense. So they have pieces, but like no one crazy to watch out for. So my prediction, I was going back and forth on who I should have winning, but I'm an optimist at heart. I'm going with the Dolphins winning 20-17. Like I said, I see this being a close game, maybe a little more higher scoring than I put there, but I think it's gonna be a close game. I'm hoping the Dolphins come out on top, but the Patriots are a good team. We're on our backup quarterback. It's not looking too hot. I don't know if Bradley Chubb's going to be playing. I don't know if Alec Ingles going to be playing, because they're both going to be in cast. So should be interesting to see. But Dolphins are 8-7 on the year. I'm 10-5 on predictions. So I'm hoping both those numbers go up. My 8 and my 10 go to 9. And not going to say the other the number. But I appreciate you guys for watching. Please comment down below your score prediction. And I appreciate it. Until next time, I'll catch y'all.